everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I made my last video, but today I'm going to update my weekly planner. So it's been a week since I actually did not update my planner, my weekly planner, because we were on holiday and I just want to be as spontaneous as I can on my holidays, and at the same time as I am still recuperating from my laser eye procedure, so I did not plan on anything. But next week I plan to do a lot of updating, and also I'm working on a project that I haven't really worked on for a while, so I'm going to start working on that. And my retinopathy is also, my eyes getting better, my eyesight is getting better, although I can still see shadows and dots, but I think I can read a little bit. So next week I am going to catch up on my reading because I haven't read anything in a month, I think. So I have my TBR for, I think, February, and I have not done any reading because it was impossible for me to read with my retinopathy attack. So I have, I think, a few books to read, okay, for February, I think. So I'm gonna catch up on that. And my iPad, this is the old iPad. I think this is the first one that came out, and it's not that okay, so it's working well. No reason to upgrade it yet because I just use it as a reader. I was reading The House Without Windows and of Literature and Lattes and The Last Witch of Scotland. I stopped reading this one because there was this part of the book where it was so stressful for me to read at that moment, so I stopped reading it, but also because I couldn't read very well. So as you can see, I really tried. Like, my font are this big. I even go like this big when I read because I couldn't really see very well, and I couldn't read as long as I wanted to, so I stopped reading it. But now that my retinopathy is vanishing and my eyesight is getting back to normal, I am so excited to read again. So I am in my 513 pages out of 1234 pages, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna pick up where I left off. So I have 3 of this. I'm not gonna refresh my TBR list because I love reading these books, and I will try to finish all this. So that's the plan for next week, picked up where I left off. So that one. And then of course I'm going to update my work. This is my carry with me ring planner, and I usually update this every month, but since I stopped working 2 weeks ago, I have not updated this one, although I did new pages, like I made new pages for this one, but I have not updated it work-wise because I wasn't working for 2 weeks because I have to recover. So we are going to update this one and then do some back planning for this. So I hope you join me, and I hope you plan with me as well, and I hope you will enjoy it. So what we are going to do is I am going to use some of my girl stickers here. These are my favorite girl stickers, and I wanted to buy more because there's a lot of stationaries on discount and sale online because of the Songkran holidays, I think. But I figured out I still have a lot, so I just have to use all of it before I buy more stickers. So we're gonna use this. Oh, these are very cute ones. So this is last week. So we are going to um, back plan for this one. And then this is for next week, which is going to be very busy for me. I hope I can get back on my usual task. And though it's still we're still on a holiday, but I have some projects to work on, so I need to plan my week as well. So this one's next week. So usually when I back plan, I just use my stickers, my ephemeras to fill the pages. So this is one of my ephemera pads that I have not used for a long time. So I'm going to use it for this week. These are not stickers, I believe. These are just paper ephemeras. So we're gonna use random. Ooh, these are so cute. So we're gonna use some random pictures in here to kind of fill in the spaces like so, and then maybe write some highlights of the week. So I am going to write Songkran, happy Songkran holidays here. Stencils. I want to upgrade my stencils, but there's still a lot of fonts that I have not used. So okay, so we're gonna shade the word that says Songkran holidays or happy Songkran, and then decorate the page, and then write some highlights or some quotes. Okay, so let's use the theme, like the pink theme for this week, because I want to use the blue one for the water illustration, and I think it's perfect to match the pink color as well. Blue and green would be nice as well. So I actually love using this font because of the R here. So even if I use another font set, I would actually use this R because I love how curves. So yeah, so I usually gravitate or use this font set because of the R. So I love to use this for anything. So look at that. The R is so beautiful. Photos here. So let me find my glue. If I can still find it. I'm gonna randomly place all these photos here. And I love that it's pink. So that's going to be our theme for last week or this week. Ooh, it's perfect. And this one here, and maybe this here. Placement, writing text. So where is the blue pen here? So I want to create a water because it's a water festival that actually lasted for a week. And it's also Easter, so maybe I'm gonna add some bunny or Easter related photos or stickers if I can find one. I kind of feel better now. I can see very well, not clear like I used to, but it's clearer. But I'm still trying to give myself more time to recuperate. Like the doctor said, it might take like a month or two to finally be able to see very clearly again. So that, and then I think I found some bunnies here, or some woodland creatures we can add, because it's also Easter. Look, there's like a teddy bear. I want the one with the bunny. It's a cat in there. Or did I use it already? Let me see. Okay, I saw one this morning, like a bunny sticker, but I think I already used it. Oh, it's not here anymore. Okay, maybe I used it already. Okay, never mind. I think we can add some of this here. Okay, so I need a pink one that would match our theme for today. So we're gonna add this giraffe in here. Oh, that looks perfect. And then, okay, we can put this couch somewhere because I spent most of my week relaxing and enjoying the holidays. So we're gonna put it there. And then, okay, this really nice sticker of a teacup and a butterfly. So we're just gonna randomly put this one somewhere here. Like so. Then we can add some highlights. I think we're done with last week's spread, and then we're gonna add highlights later. So where will I, okay, so maybe let's put this one here. Okay, so that's about it for last week's spread, and then we're just gonna add some highlights here later. So we're gonna go to the next page, which is next week. So we have the brown ones, and it's going to be a very busy, not really very busy, but productive week, I hope. So we're gonna use the stickers here. So we are gonna do a lot of reading next week, so we are going to use this book stickers, maybe include this one here that says vanilla mocha, and just cut it like this so we can put it here side like so. Then we're gonna write the books that we are reading for next week, or the TBR list that we have for next week. Okay, there you go. And then we're just gonna add the details here, task and appointments, and then decorate it. Right, so we're gonna add more stickers here. As you can see, I don't do a lot of task every day, so I focus on one task, one appointment at a time, so I don't get overwhelmed, and then I can focus on the task on hand, and then when I'm done with it, I proceed to another task, or I give myself a break, because I'm not in a position now to kind of overwork myself or do a lot of tasks at the same time. So we're gonna add this one here. But usually my tasks would take long to finish, especially my projects. So if I'm not working online or if I'm not working on site, I have projects that I do online and projects to finish, and I have one that is nearing the deadline. So I have to focus on that and spend more time on that. But I plan to do a lot of reading next week as well. Well, not too much to actually exhaust myself and my eye, just enough to keep up where I left off, because I miss reading very much. Okay. Oop. Okay, I think so. My weekends usually blank, because where I kind of adjust my schedule to fit husband's schedule, because that would be the only time that he wouldn't be working as much. So sometimes we go out with friends and have a good time, or just spend some alone time with each other, just doing nothing. Just trying to catch up on the week. And yeah, so that's what we usually do on a weekend, spend time together, because otherwise during the week husband would be very busy. And then I also plan to create or make homemade meals for this week, since I would be staying at home most of the time. So what I'm going to do is I will allot some space here to plan on the meals that I'm going to prepare for next week. Okay, this side here, and I don't know for weekends, so maybe here Mondays. I won't know if I'm going to be able to prepare some meals at home on Mondays, but basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that I know of, I will be free in the morning or in the afternoon, so I might prepare some home cooked dinner for husband and me, and then weekend would be free. So yes, I'm just gonna add some highlights in here, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I added here some Japanese words that says jaku, state of quiet, loneliness and solitude, reflective silence or reflective stillness, and also one that says raku, effortless happiness, sense of contentment and appreciating the simple pleasures in life. So I love to sometimes, well, most of the time actually, incorporate Japanese words that will remind me the true meaning in life. So yes, I'm just going through Pinterest and quotes that would remind me what life really means. So here I'm gonna add one more. It's a noun that says purifying space, calming the mind. It's a Japanese tradition that purifies space and mind, embracing tranquility and presence in every moment. So I'm gonna add that one here as well. Cool. I don't know how you say it. It's a noun. So it means purifying your space, because that's what I did last week. It's just trying to train myself to sit down and do nothing because I needed to be still so I don't strain my eyes, so that I can see, or I can get my vision back. So it's very important that I keep still and rest. And I think that's one of the most, like, the hardest thing to do is not to do anything, because we were kind of trained, or how do you say, so we were kind of programmed to rush and do things, because I think it's the way we can define being effective or efficient. And sometimes when the body needs time to rest and relax, it's so hard for us to stay still and calm ourselves. So I think that was the most challenging thing that I did for 2 weeks, is to do nothing. It's a Japanese tradition. That, and then I'm gonna write more highlights in here. So I think we're done here, and this is next week. I'm just gonna add more details in here and highlights. So yeah, so this is my weekly planner, and yeah, so this is for next week, and this was last week. And yeah, so thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.